Hello, Suns fans. This is Suns Latest. I am Rich Rubin. We have a ton of comments to get to today. Some of you started going off against each other in a good way. So I'm down. It's really cool. Today's quote to start things off is from our loyal viewer, Curious Minds. Curious Mind 2525. Quote: If you played the game the right way, played the game for the team, good things will happen. End quote. It's from the late great Ryan Sandberg, one of the best character guys of MLB. Yeah. Um, Play for the team. Play for yourself. Get yourself ready. And when you're ready, play for the team. And play the game the right way. I think as we get older, we kind of just get tired of the neon and the explosions and the crappy halftime show. And we just like to see some good athletic competition. I think what happens is, as you get older, you realize those days are long gone and behind you. You're not moving around as much as you are. And that's what you just want to see from the next generation of athletes. But I do agree. I think just play the game the right way. You find out the guys that, really have an enduring legacy, even if they were individuals and characters and all the other stuff that goes with it, they played the game the right way. Think of Magic Johnson, played the game the right way. Kareem, like him or not, played the game the right way. Charles Barkley, a complete rebel, a complete individual, but guess what? Played the game the right way. He was a great team player. A lot of guys you can say that about. Thank you for the quote. If you got a quote, sports quote or anything, somebody posted a Freud quote. Let's stay away from the brain shrinkers like that. Hey, I've been in therapy plenty. Let's just keep it more on the sports tip if we can. Okay, but moving on. So I mentioned the All-Star game the other day. The All-Star game, one of you quoted, it's like, stay away from the All-Star game, don't spend money on the All-Star game. I'm not going to. I kind of don't think about it as much as I used to anymore, and it was such a fun thing to see as a kid, and it really just isn't that anymore. But it will have a round-robin tournament, 8 players per team, 1 international team, 2 U.S. players teams. I really don't care. I think all the gimmicks are just distraction. I just want Devin Booker back on the All-Star team, and this year I want him to win MVP. I want him to get back in the mix of top 10 players in the league. I don't think he fell off that far. I think it's just been a distraction as a Sun. But I want to see Devin Booker have that happen to him. And I had another thought. It just pops into my head because I can't leave the Kuminga situation alone. I don't want Kuminga today. But think about this. Last season, mid-season, when it was obvious the Suns were trying to make a move with Kevin Durant, the main team that he was going to and the main team that wanted him was the Warriors. And the perfect trade, not perfect, but the trade at the time looked like KD for Kuminga, maybe some other bench player. I don't know, maybe throw in somebody else with KD, but it looked like the base of the trade, the crux of the trade was KD goes to the Warriors, and the Suns get Jonathan Kuminga mid-season. Now that makes a lot more sense than what's going on with the Suns right now as far as we're not going to revisit the KD trade that actually happened. But KD didn't want to go to the Warriors. He didn't want to be traded mid-season. He was happy where he was. He didn't like that his name was being bandied about, and the Suns were very clear about it. Like, it was very clear that KD was on the market. It wasn't a secret. He didn't like that, didn't want to be traded mid-season. So what did we get? A couple more months of KD not changing a thing. Even the people that are for Kevin Durant, and I still love Kevin Durant, and I was still excited that we had him, will say, unstoppable scorer, but not a leader. And the Suns needed a leader, and Booker needs to take that up this year. So I was just thinking about that. But, I mean, think about having Kuminga midway through a lost season last year. It would have been better. We would have ended up better, and we wouldn't be so in the dark going into this season. Although I'm very optimistic regarding this season. But I just thought it was like kind of a trip. It just pops into my head. It's like, oh my God, the Warriors might have gone to the finals. The Warriors would have had a shot at beating OKC or at least Denver. Steph Curry goes down after they beat the Rockets in the first down, but then Kevin Durant would be there. Think about how good it would have been for the Warriors too. But Kevin Durant squashed the trade. Anyway, and we would also seen Kuminga become a second option. We would have had half a season to play with that. It's very frustrating, and wow, the speculation of it all. I want to know what your thoughts are about that. I think it is such a trip to think that maybe the Suns should have just said, you know what, we're going to push this, and we're just going to make this trade. Sorry, we don't care how you feel. I don't remember what KD didn't have a no trade clause, did he? He just didn't want to go. It's very strange to me. All right. The only other news that I got, according to the latest NBA Future Power Rankings by ESPN, the Suns come in 30th out of 30 NBA teams. Now, it was a drop in the rankings by 11 spots from the last time ESPN did this. I don't remember when they did it last, but 3 years ago, we were number 3. ESPN ranked the Suns on players, money, draft, and management. As hard as it is to hear all this, the Suns' future is unclear, and that's okay. We've been here before. No tradable first in the next 7 years. $23 million in dead money for the next 5 years. On the positive side, we are clearly shifting to young talent and a young and hungry coaching staff. We need patience. It's not win now anymore because it can't be. We have to be in reality. It's not win now. We're not a power team right now. I'm hoping the fans are as patient as the team seems to be the main positive right now. We're market 6. Suns are always a big team market. And players, especially the veterans, maybe the creaky veterans who other teams have given up on, they come to Phoenix, that training staff gets to work on them, and they become incredibly productive players. So a lot of guys like to come to Phoenix to revive their careers. Steve Nash and Grant Hill come to mind. Can you think of some others? Anyway, I think we're just going to have to suck it up and take that for right now because, once again, we don't know what we got. And at the same time, we know a lot of what we got. We just don't know how it's going to play out. A lot of comments. This is one of my favorite things when you guys start going back and forth. And it isn't combative. It's just like you guys are talking, which is really neat. At Mr. DeCasso, 9637, agreed so much on Jordan Goodwin. We talked about Goodwin on I don't know if that was the last one, but the previous Suns latest. I love Jordan Goodwin. Agreed so much on Goodwin. Super stoked when the Suns got him back. I feel he has that Drew potential if he develops. I think if he finds his rhythm, can get you an honest 10 points a game on decent field goal percentage. He will keep guys honest. He is a really good asset if he can get that going. At Monkey Touch, Goodwin can guard forwards and center in the paint. Not many point guards can do this at all. He is big and freaking strong. Jordan Goodwin can do a lot of damage on the defensive end. At Monkey Touch, Drew Holiday potential or true potential? At Mr. DeCasso, 9637. Drew Holiday potential. And then Monkey Touch to Mr. DeCasso. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's point guards that play absolutely no defense. I think Goodwin's defense will get him usage this season, undoubtedly. Agreed, he has that side factor. As I said, I wouldn't talk about Jordan Goodwin, and I wouldn't talk about him this much, and you guys wouldn't be commenting on this much if we didn't see all the positives that this guy can bring. I got to see him play live the other year while he was with the Lakers, and in spot minutes, he came in and he just was a dog, clearly trying to make a roster spot and impress Laker coach J.J. Redick, but he stayed on the team until the end of the year, and we got him back. He looks good. I think he's ready to do something. At Metallica, welcome to the best place on the planet, my current hometown. Hope you enjoyed yourself here. I did two or the last one. I can't remember. One of the last Suns latest I did from Prescott, Arizona. I was visiting my parents hang out in Prescott in the summer. It's a little bit cooler than hanging out in the valley where they live most of the year. Prescott was a blast. Did the Palace. You know what I did? I did like a movie tour. We went to the Dinner Bell where they shot that Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger movie, The Getaway. I shot that booth, took a photo of it. Then we went to the Town Square, Billy Jack and the fight, the inside-out crescent kick. And then the Palace, where they shot another movie called Nobody's Fool with Roseanne Arquette and Eric Roberts that nobody remembers. Anyway, I was just like, wow, 3 movies were shot right in this little area. Prescott's really fun. At Mr. DeCasso, we're back to you. I remember back in 2023 when the Suns were in Game 6 versus Denver. Rest of the Suns gave up, weren't playing, but Cam Payne goes out there, drops 31 for a career high, and kept that energy. I mentioned Cam Payne in the last Suns latest. He is not with the Knicks anymore. The Knicks signed Malcolm Brogdon. Cam Payne is a former popular Sun without a team and a point guard and somebody who I want Cam Payne back. Clearly, a lot of you guys do too. Curious Minds 2525. Thanks again for the quote from Ryan Sandberg. I would love to see Cam Payne back in a Suns uniform. He has his pluses and negatives, but we know what they are. The Suns would not have gone to the finals in 2021 without his efforts in Game 1 and 2 against the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals that year. The Suns are not happy with the point guard play in preseason. Cam Payne is still available. Bring him back for 1 year at least. Boomer Bro 4348. Yes, bring back Cam Payne. You know what? I have a feeling he's going to come back. Maybe not right away, or maybe the Suns are just telling him, he says, "Stay in shape. We're gonna quietly have you join the team at some point in the next few months." I'm very positive and optimistic about this, mostly because I just want it to happen. At Nevetsov, I hope I got your name right. Because of the tie, oh yeah, we're gonna go right into the top 10 now. Because of the tie between Alvin Adams and Sean Marion, who are tied at number 13 on the top 15 of all time, does that mean we won't have a number one? No, we'll have a number one. 6 guys left: Book, Nash, KJ, Charles, Westy, and Davis. We already put Davis up there, and 7 spots. No, we'll either break the tie or add someone at 15. A lot of you have been mentioning you think Hornacek should be at 15, or we break the tie and we figure out if Alvin Adams and Sean Marion need to be 13 and 12 or 12 and 13. It's really up to you. So let me know in the comments when we get to that. All right, the top 10. We just did Walter Davis at number 7 and KJ at number 6. I know there's some hearts that are breaking with that, but we do have to move on, and that's okay. We can move these around a little bit once we get them. But right now at number 5, the 5th greatest son of all time, and a lot of you are going to hate me for it because of he's been the show for the last 11 years. Devin Booker is at minimum top 5. He's the all-time Suns leading scorer. I get that, and we're nowhere in the last 11 years without him. But, it took a minute for Booker to make the playoffs. He did need a team around him. It's between Devin Booker and Paul Westphal for number 5. And some of you, probably less the old heads, are going, Paul Westphal? What? What are you talking about? He wasn't there very long. It's like Westphal was with the Suns for 7 years total. He did come back and play for us. So here we go. Let's talk about Devin Booker going into his 11th year with the Suns. What can you say about this guy? He's a bucket. He's a great player. He is loyal as it gets. First team All-NBA one time. First team All-NBA, third team one time. 4-time All-Star. Most points in a single Suns game was 70. We all remember the game. Huge part of the Suns going to the finals in 2021. Helped lead the way with Chris Paul. Put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that. Following your best record in Suns history was 64 wins. Suns don't get to the finals without Book or without Chris Paul. Suns probably make the playoffs without Book and Chris Paul. I don't know. I think you needed both of them to function. All-time franchise leading scorer as of last season. Devin Booker is the face of the Suns right now. He still is. He is 100% in his prime. I have a feeling he's going to break out again and become first-team All-NBA. I really believe Booker is going to have this incredible year. Let's talk about the 2021 NBA Finals. Devin Booker was on a tear leading up to that. He was on a tear during the finals, even in the games that we got smoked. Devin Booker did not stop. He was a bucket. He did everything he could, and we lost. But we lost 4 in a row because Chris Paul had a wrist injury, among other injuries that we'll never know about. And the Suns were up 2-0. And I know they had Giannis, and I know Giannis went nuts too. But you got to match superstar energy with superstar energy. And for whatever reason, with Chris Paul not at his best, Devin Booker's phenomenal best got us losing 4 games in a row. I'm not blaming it on Booker. I'm pointing out that is what I noticed in the finals. I wanted Booker to be so transcendent that even with Chris Paul down, he could top over what Antetokounmpo was doing. And it didn't happen. And we couldn't overcome it, and that always gets me in my head with that year with the finals. What else can I say about Devin Booker? He hasn't led the NBA in scoring. 1 All-NBA first-team selection, 1 All-NBA third-team selection. So as great as Booker is, well, hey, you know what? He's a young 11th year pro. There's plenty more that he can do. So I'm going to compare him to Paul Westphal right now. 7 years with the Suns, and hey, I'll admit it right now, I'm very biased towards Paul Westphal. 3-time All-NBA first team, all with the Suns. Westphal, without question, was the best all-around guard in the league. Many would argue the best all-around player in the league while he was with the Suns. He did everything. He was a phenomenal defensive player as well. 1-time All-NBA second team with the Suns. Westphal was an All-Star and an All-Pro each year he was with the Suns. 5-time All-Star with the Suns. 4-time All-Star with the Suns, except 1 year when he was with the Sonics. 5-time with the Suns and 1 year with the Sonics as an All-Star. 100% led the 76 Suns to the finals with a team that had 2 rookies, Alvin Adams and Ricky Sobers, and 2 journeymen forward, Gar Hurd and Curtis Perry. As a team, they worked really well together, but without Westphal, they don't sniff the playoffs. The Suns got screwed in the famous triple overtime Game 5 in Boston Garden. I'm going to keep talking about this. They had that game won. Referee Richie Powers ignored a timeout call by former Sun Paul Silas of the Celtics. The Celtics were out of timeouts, which would have been an automatic technical, and put Westy at the line. He was clutch. He would have made it and sealed that game. and the Suns would have gone back to Phoenix up 3-2 with all the momentum, surprising and shocking the crap out of the Celtics, who weren't even going to allow the Suns to challenge them. The Suns had that finals, and a lot of it, if not all of it, was due to Paul Westphal. The title was stolen from us. Coach on the floor, incredible athlete, easily one of the smartest players in NBA history, never had to be motivated, never needed incentive, born a competitor, played that way, stayed that way. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put Devin Booker at number 5, and I'm going to put Paul Westphal at number 4. If you have a huge issue with this, please let me know. But right now, if Booker's career ended today, stats alone, fine. Booker's a better scorer. But Westphal is also averaging 25 points a game on his own as well. It's really a tough comparison because it's just been Booker for so long. But don't let your recency bias thwart your mind. Right now, Devin Booker coming in at the 5th greatest Sun of all time, and he'll go up. And right now, Paul Westphal at the 4th greatest Sun of all time. You know who's coming up. Remember, we have that tie at the 13th spot with Alvin Adams and Sean Marion. So we either move them or we add Hornacek, unless she wants to add Nance or Barbosa or somebody like that. Thank you for watching Suns Latest. This is Rich Rubin. We'll do it again very soon.